The emergence. For months, astronomers watched the object known as Three-Eye Atlas, the third confirmed interstellar traveler to wander into our solar system, following in the footsteps of Oumuamua and Borisov. At first, Atlas seemed only curious, an emerald-tailed wanderer sweeping through the void, behaving strangely but still within the loose boundaries of a comet. Most assumed it was just another cosmic relic, a lonely body making its silent flyby before vanishing back into the endless dark. But on September 19, 2 a.m. Coordinated Universal Time, something happened that shattered that certainty. An amateur astronomer in Chile, armed with nothing more than a hillside telescope and patience, captured a sight no professional observatory had yet recorded. There, circling Atlas, were 9 faint points of light, moving in perfect synchronization, like glowing fireflies orbiting a lantern in absolute silence. The discovery spread with astonishing speed. Within hours, the world's great eyes, the James Webb Space Telescope, Hubble, and the Very Large Telescope in Chile, all turned toward Atlas to confirm the impossible. And they did. Atlas was no longer a solitary traveler. It was escorted. 10 objects now drifted together, bound by a choreography far too precise to be natural. At first, experts dismissed the reports as camera noise, flecks of cosmic rays striking sensors, the kind of illusion that amateurs often mistake for truth. But Webb's infrared clarity and Hubble's unmatched precision erased all doubt. 9 distinct bodies were indeed keeping pace with Atlas. They shared the same trajectory, glowed with the same eerie, green-tinged light, and radiated energy that could not be explained away. Spectral readings revealed something astonishing. These were not fragments split from Atlas's surface. They were independent objects with metallic signatures far richer than any natural comet. Nickel. Cobalt. Exotic alloys rarely seen in the universe. Materials that whispered of design, not accident. Atlas had already baffled researchers with its thermal profile, which suggested a 10-gigawatt internal energy source, as though something deep within it was burning like a machine. But the 9 companions made that anomaly look ordinary. Each radiated nearly twice that power, almost 20 gigawatts, despite being no larger than city blocks. Nature doesn't build such things. Physics doesn't produce small bodies glowing like reactors. But engineering could. And if that was true, then these were not mere companions, they were machines. Even stranger was how they appeared. For weeks, astronomers across the globe, from NASA's Parker Solar Probe to amateur backyard enthusiasts, had been watching Atlas without pause. And yet none of them, not one, had seen these 9 arrive. They did not drift into view. They did not emerge from behind Atlas like debris. They blinked into existence, instantly, appearing faster than the blink of an eye. One moment, a solitary visitor. The next, a convoy. Avi Loeb of Harvard put it simply, our instruments weren't fast enough to catch the transition. These companions did not appear gradually. They materialized. Speculation erupted. Had Atlas deployed them like probes, triggered by the sun's pull or some hidden signal? Or had they been cloaked, invisible to human instruments, waiting for the precise moment to reveal themselves? Whatever the truth, the precision of their arrival suggested intention, not chance. And as their energy readings mounted, one fact grew unavoidable. These 9 escorts carried more power than the main body itself. They were not passengers. They were active agents. The images of Atlas and its 9 escorts spread like wildfire. Every forum, every feed, every late-night news desk lit up with one question. Why had an amateur revealed what the world's most advanced observatories had missed? Governments scrambled to respond. NASA and ESA issued vague reassurances, acknowledging unusual activity, but refusing to share Webb's raw spectra. China remained silent, even as whispers leaked of emergency launches quietly prepared in hidden facilities. Behind closed doors, the truth could not be hidden. Emergency sessions convened at the Pentagon, at European Space Command, and inside China's National Space Administration. Contingency plans long shelved were reopened. Intercept projects. Deflection systems. Even nuclear readiness quietly discussed. Private space companies were contacted in secret. Proposals for rapid launches and experimental propulsion were placed on the table. To the public, silence. To the insiders, mobilization. And in that silence, theories flourished. Atlas was not a comet. It was a carrier. The 9 companions were not fragments. They were probes. Their synchronized paths, their powerful energy signatures, their sudden appearance, none of it was natural. If probes, then they had a mission. Mapping? Resource hunting? Or preparing for something larger? Because Atlas was not alone. Another body, C. 2025 R2, Swan, was racing toward the Sun. It was 100 times larger than Atlas, its tail 5 times wider than the full moon. And its closest pass would arrive within days of Atlas. The odds of coincidence were vanishingly small. Some believed Swan came as a protector. Others feared it was part of the same fleet, a rendezvous planned before humanity ever existed. Ancient records deepened the mystery. Chinese scrolls, Babylonian tablets, medieval chronicles, all described strange sky visitors about 2,200 years apart. If true, humanity had seen this before. And survived. But survival once does not guarantee survival again. Then came the anomalies. Magnetometers detected rhythmic pulses aligned with the escort's orbit. Seismographs registered vibrations with no tectonic cause. Even animals reacted. Whales shifted routes. Birds veered off course. Insects altered movements underground. Something invisible was tugging at Earth. And then, the most chilling discovery. A directed energy burst from one of the escorts was detected targeting the Moon. The beam struck a region long known for its strange gravitational anomalies, mascons buried beneath the crust. For decades, their origin puzzled scientists. Dense rock? Hidden metal? Or something artificial? Now, for the first time, they were being deliberately targeted. The signal was patterned, like code. Which raised a darker possibility. What if the Moon is not just a satellite? What if it is a node, a dormant machine waiting to be awakened? And what if the escorts were here not to study Earth, but to unlock something hidden there? Orbital models revealed a final truth. Atlas, its 9 escorts, and Swan were set to align in mid-October, their paths synchronized to the day. Such precision is impossible by chance. By design, it looks like scheduling. And the rendezvous will occur during the solar blackout, when our telescopes are blind. Coincidence? Or deliberate concealment? For centuries, we looked at the sky and saw omens, dragons, and banners of fire. But those were only shadows. Now, we see machinery. We see purpose. Atlas is not a comet. It is an arrival. The 9 escorts are not fragments. They are agents. And Swan may be their meeting point. This is not coincidence. It is intent. The question is no longer what they are. The question is, why are they here?